Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver. Welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. So I actually did play a game of League of Legends in between recordings, and oh boy, it's gonna be a long season, chat. Oh god, it's gonna be a long season. It's bad. It's really bad. Now, admittedly, you know, I am but a pathetic low elo casual. We unlocked Jury? Sure, we'll play Jury, why not? Do we have another backstory? No, we don't. I don't know, let's do 7th Curse, I guess, and all perks for fun. But, listen, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Listen, I have a lot of thoughts in my head right now about the season. I need to play it more, obviously, before I, like, you know, fully lock in my thoughts one way or another, but dear god, is it a miserable... The feats of strength, first of all, like, okay, we talked about this on yesterday's video, right? The feats of strength are pretty good, right? Like, getting the feat of strength is, like, a pretty good buff that you just kind of have to play around not having. Like, those boots are really good, man. Like, I was up against, you know, I'm a Briar main, I was up against a Teemo jungle, and I got the upgraded magic boots, and they give you, like, a Canic Rooker effect of a shield, of a magic shield or whatever. It's not as good, obviously, because that would be literally game-breaking, but, like, a magic shield when you step on a Teemo shroom or you get hit by, like, any Teemo ability, it's pretty good, you know? Like, it's pretty not bad. And it was just, like, we got the feats of strength early, we kept snowballing, it didn't feel like the enemy team had a way to come back, right? There was a point where my ADC and I were inting, and we were just, like, throwing the game, but it didn't do anything. Also, Anakin is, like, ridiculous. We got the... I don't know if this is, like, an Anakin buff you get with both of them, or just one, because there's, like, 2 different Anakins, right? But being able to just, like... It's so poorly designed. There's no way they can keep that in the game, dude. There's no way they could keep that in the game. Because basically, what it is half of the effect is a permanent buff, where you get more gold for killing people. Which, it's not a lot of gold, but still, it's kind of messed up, right? Like, I don't think that should be a buff in the game, because I feel like that's kind of game-breaking. It's not a lot of gold, though, so it's, like, mostly fine. The biggest problem, though, I guess we gotta go this just because I don't want to buy anything else. I don't want to reroll on Jury, but the biggest thing, though, is that you get a temporary 150-second buff that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in League of Legends, and it's just blatantly unfair. I have no idea why Riot thought that this was an appropriate thing to do. So what it does is, for 150 seconds, if you die, you get teleported back to spawn, back to base, at full health. You channel a teleport for 2 seconds, you're invulnerable, you get teleported back to base with full health, and you don't die. The enemy doesn't get any gold, you're safely back at base. It's disgusting, right? Like, I was reading the passive after we took Anakin, and I was like, wait a minute, so it does something when I die? And so I just ran it down, right? Like, I just ran it into, like, 3 enemies, and they killed me. And then I just teleport back to base at full health, they get nothing. It's disgusting, like, what the hell? It encourages you to just, like, I don't know, like, how do you win, like, okay, so like, you can team fight immediately after, and you just, like, will win, you know, you'll just steamroll, because if anybody dies, you don't get punished at all, because nobody dies. Like, what the hell, man? I don't know, dude, the Anakin thing, the Anakin buff, that shit's crazy. That really is crazy. I got no words, honestly. I don't know what Anakin that was, because, you know, I didn't read the patch notes, but that's one of the Anakins of all time, and it really is just something that happens, you know, it's just an experience, it's just League of Legends, honestly. And I mean, it's gonna be a weird season. You know, I get what they're going for. They want people to be more aggressive in the early game, Baron spawning at 25 minutes is goddamn disgusting. I honestly think Baron should still spawn at 20, and Anakin could also spawn. That'd be funny. That'd be cool. I'd like that. I think Baron spawning at 25 minutes is ridiculous, because Baron was up, like, I think we won at, like, 28 minutes. So it's like Baron was alive for, like, 3 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's completely insane. And it just... I don't know why they give so, like... I think the game is totally winnable if you don't get feats of strength. It's just that, like, it's so much more difficult. And it's... So, you have to kill 3... Okay, so feats of strength, we talked about it a little bit in the last video, but, you know, I can't expect everybody to watch every one of my videos, right? So, feats of strength, very shrimple. There are 3 early game objectives, or style of objectives, and if you get 2 of them, you get to get a feat of strength, right? You get a feat of strength, and you permanently buff your entire team, and your team is able to buy tier 3 boots, which are all really, really strong items, and they're upgrades to boots, which are some of the best items in the game. Cassiopeia gets a little bit stronger as a compensation for the fact that she can't wear boots. Very funny, but I don't know, I guess we're gonna take Fast Learner, because I really don't care about any of these, but I really do hate how the Monster Camp one works, because it's always going to be Tower and First Blood every single time, because I was doing the objectives as they spawned, and the Teemo, the enemy jungler, smited 1 grub, so we got 5 grubs out of 6, and normally that wouldn't be a problem at all, but by smiting that 1 grub, that denied the entire camp to count, because the 3 objectives are First Blood, Tower Kill, First Tower, First Blood, and 3 epic monster camps. And so grubs collectively all count as 1 camp. So you have to get all 3 grubs or you're You have to get all 3 grubs or you're trolling. You have to get all 3 grubs in both camps or you're trolling. Because it's like, I mean, what do you want to do? Also, the UI is bugged. I don't know how Riot can do this shit consistently every single time. The UI is fundamentally bugged. It's fundamentally broken. First of all, there used to be a thing where you'd have like a little diamond on all of the jungle camps that you've seen, or the jungle camps for your team. And when those camps were like 10 seconds away from spawning, there would be a little gold diamond indicating that in 10 seconds or so, or somewhere within a 10-second period, because, you know, you might not look at it the moment it turns gold, but it would be gray normally, and then it would turn gold when this camp is going to respawn in 10 seconds. And it's just not there anymore. It's gold when the camp is there, which is, like, insanely annoying. Now, I have been doing these Briar jungle clears for a while, so I'm pretty used to the flow, the rhythm, as it were, to know when my camps are up. But if I was jungling, we're on 7th curse, I'm sorry, I can't take you. Unless you want to fall down an elevator shaft for $2. Oh, you actually want that? Okay. Oh, sorry, you were struck by a lightning. My bad. I promised falling down an elevator, and I delivered the wrath of Zeus. My apologies. We can take some stamina here, that's perfectly fine. But, no, it's just super annoying. It's just really annoying, honestly. I think it's completely ridiculous. I think it's completely ridiculous. Also, Briar's bugged, because of course she is. Briar already had a bug that's never been fixed, where she will cancel her own auto attacks near max range, which is really annoying. But it's even worse, actually, because the new Briar bug actually makes her significantly less playable. I didn't die because of it, but I can absolutely... Because you can play around it, and it makes it really, really annoying. So, for those of you who don't know, okay? For those of you who don't know, why don't we just... Hold on. Why don't I just do, like, a 70-70? We can actually do a lot better than a 70-70. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the Kurakosa mask, and that'll be that. I was thinking that I actually had a good B-slot item worth preserving, but alas. So, basically, Briar, my girl, my beloved, my favorite character in League of Legends, what she does is her W makes her go into a frenzied state, where you, the player, cannot control the character. Briar will lock on to priority champions, and then she will run them down, right? She'll just take the most efficient path towards them, the fastest path towards them, which is always running basically straight at them, taking the tightest corners, etc., etc. So Briar's movement is incredibly predictable, and that's how you play around her, which is why she's a bad champion that sucks. But regardless of that, probably just run. That's okay. Cut artery, huh? We're almost done with this mystery. It's probably fine. You're losing blood. Seek help. Oh, well, I mean, if you're already losing blood, you're gonna hate to see what happens next. But for the sake of not driving, for the sake of like making Briar a playable character, when a champion, so when she's in this frenzied state, she has an aura, like an AoE around her. Please don't be a boss fight, by the way, I want out. When she has this aura around her, she has a circle, right? And when you enter that radius, mother flipper, you piece of crap. When you enter this radius, let's see, we can take, that's not worth it. I don't want this. Just, we're gonna take the 10 horror meter, and then we're gonna reduce the 10 horror meter. That's probably the best way to do it. But basically, she has this, like, AoE. It's not really an aura or an effect. It's just a circle around her, right? It's a circle around her. And if an enemy champion enters that circle when she's in the frenzy state, Briar will detect them and run at them, unless she used her Q on something. If she used her Q on something, then that means that she's targeted that thing, and she'll be attacking that thing until either it dies or the frenzy state runs out, right? Or her ult might be overriding it, but that's a different thing entirely, right? So basically what you need to know, for the purposes of explaining how the bug works, it's very shrimple. And any Riot Games employee playing this season and bug test, or playing Briar would have noticed this immediately, because it's really annoying and really obvious to anybody who's ever played Briar before. But basically, let's say you are attacking a monster, right? Like, you're attacking a monster, and you have your W, but you haven't used your Q yet. If an enemy champion walks in your circle AoE, Briar will stop attacking the monster, and then she'll run right at them, right? And when she does this, it will reveal the person that she's running at, because obviously, if your champion is running towards the fog of war, and you have no idea who's over there, that would make the champion unplayable, because you could run into somebody who would kill you. You could run into somebody who, you don't know if they're channeling an ability to kill you, right? You don't know what they're doing. You have no intel. So the only way Briar as a champion works is if whatever she's targeting with her W is revealed. Now, this doesn't grant true sight. If you go invisible, she loses aggro with her W. So it's not like it can see through invisibility. It's not like it's super OP. It's just that if Briar is running at you, she can see you, and she provides basic vision on you. Okay? That's all it is, right? That's all it is, and it makes Briar functional as a champion. If you go invisible, then she won't know that you're there, and her W will be canceled, okay? So the bug is that Briar does not provide vision anymore to the people that she Ws. So that means a lot of things. That's really, really, really annoying, because her Q is a point and click. It's not a skill shot. It's not like an ability where you can cast it and you lunge forward and you might miss. But like, I don't know. Give me a contagious coma. Not me specifically, but like, give me the mystery. I'll take on the challenge, not the actual, not the actual, whatchamacallit. You're losing blood. Seek help. Oh no! Listen, Jury, you stopping to get those painkillers at the doctor's office, the horror might literally catch up to you. I know you're a spoiled rich girl, and you're like, oh no, my artery is cut and I'm bleeding to death. I should go to the hospital. Well, listen, sometimes you gotta lock it in, alright? You just gotta lock it in sometimes, okay? We could handcuff this guy to death, but we could also just 100% guarantee kill him with attacks, so I think that's fine too. If we see Outdoorsman, we might take it just to try to farm for Moriko, but I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to worry about this. What achievement do you get Jury from? Because we got Jury really early, like earlier than a lot of the bonus characters. We could get extra money. This shit's not really gonna matter. These do have blue options though. Like this has a blue option, and it saves us maybe Doom in the hospital. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be immediately vindicated with Arcane Grasp right here, or we can get some random event that's like agnostic to the hospital. You hate to see it. This is not the one where you get the Arcane Grasp proc. You do hate to see it. We also have 2 perks that start with fast, which is very funny. But, yeah, no, it's, as a Briar main, it's really annoying. I'm still gonna play her, but, like, if you're a Briar, if you're just a jungler who likes playing Briar, I wouldn't play her right now. It's a really bad bug. It's a really annoying bug. You have to, it basically makes whatever you do way riskier. And, alright, I'll give you an example of why it's so bad. Okay, do I want to take 3 stamina damage for this? Sure, why not? It'll be funny. So, here's the deal, right? Briar, a lot of what Briar does, she needs to land her Q. She needs to land her Q. Her Q is super important to Briar gaming, okay? And her Q is a point-and-click stun that leaps Briar from her current position to the target, right? Very useful, very, very impactful. You basically need it. And so what happens previously is, let's say that you're chasing somebody, right? And they break line of sight. They enter the fog of war. Well, let's say that you're close enough to use your Q, you can still see them because your W is tethered to them. So then you can Q them and Briar will jump over, right? But now, let's say, I'll give you the example of the game that I just played, right? The enemy ADC, the Misfortune, I was running her down, and by all rights, I should have had her killed. But, right as I was in range to press Q, she walked into the bush, and so I couldn't press Q on her. And then she flashed to the next bush so that I couldn't press Q on her. Because all she had to do was make sure that I couldn't see her, like, I didn't have vision on her, and I couldn't Q her. And so I couldn't, and so she just walked away, right? It's very annoying, it's very frustrating. If I landed the Q, then I would have been able to kill her. Probably, like, here's the thing. If I landed the Q, even if she flashed, I could probably still have killed her, right? Because then I got my slow, I've got my movement speed going. But unfortunately, she just broke line of sight, and then I couldn't Q, and then she flashed into the next bush, so I couldn't get her. And it's just really annoying. So if you know how to play around it, or you just walk into a bush accidentally, Briar can't Q you until she also walks in the same bush. Or if you break line of sight, then she can't Q you. And it also means that because there's no visual indicator anymore, that you're like, you know, there's a champion there, you can be on an objective, or you can be on a camp, or you can be doing something, and then Briar just starts running, like, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you have no idea why, right? Like, you literally have no idea why. You don't know what's happening. So, I think, they massively bungled this one up, honestly. Like, by God, they really did. It's really embarrassing, honestly. Only Riot Games could do this. I think it's really bad that, like, a company, like, that's that big would ship... And here's the thing, they're laying off all of their employees, right? So it's like... This is the in-shitification thing, where you have a lot of employees who barely make the game functional, and then you lay, like, 80% of them off. And then now, you give them, like, alright, guys... Arcane just ended. We need the biggest, most legendary change to League of Legends of all time. And then the people who are left over, the skeleton crew that you have left, produce, like, poorly play-tested, abysmal dog shit that has so many bugs. So many bugs. And also, another thing that's very funny is that the Rift Herald spawned on the map like the icons on the map, spawned earlier than the actual Rift Herald did. So it was saying that the objective was up like 45 seconds before the Rift Herald actually spawned. It was so funny, because the enemy jungler, the Teemo, just was waiting. Like, we had vision on it. And when the map said that the Rift Herald spawned, he walked up, and then he just sat there, and he was like, what's happening? You know, he didn't know. And then 45 seconds later, it spawns. So he's just waiting there for 45 seconds, and he had no idea when it was going to spawn, because the game already said that it spawned. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. The only way to see when it was actually going to spawn was to hit tab, which I guess he never did, or didn't understand, but, like, it was confusing to me, and we're all in low elo, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say that I'm, like, the enlightened one. It's like, no, I just hit tab, saw it was spawning in 45 seconds, then looked at the map, and the map said it spawned. It's a dog shit game, man. It's really bad. I can't believe that they did it, honestly. I can't believe that they did it. It's so bad. I probably should have done the other mystery, by the way. Ooh, black hair, let's go. Sewing kit black hair combo. You love to see it. Like, it's sad. It really is sad. I think, it really is a tragedy. Because it's like, League of Legends, alright, I'm gonna say something super controversial, alright? Something super controversial. League of Legends is actually a good game most of the time. But Riot Games messes it up sometimes. They make it a little bit silly, they make it a little bit difficult, they give us a bad meta here and there, you know? Sometimes they'll do a little bit of an oopsie-daisy, right? A little bit of a silly. They'll do a little bit of a silly. They'll do a little bit of a silly mistake. And the game will be a little bit unfun. But, you know, you seeing something like this is like, oh my god, man. Like, seeing something like this is just so bad. Like, a season... Like, okay, here's the thing. Already, oh my god, we're getting our ass beat. It's fine, it's fine. We weren't gonna save Jury anyways. It's okay. It's all good. We'll let her sleep. It's a little bit, it's a little bit scary out there. Sure, we'll do this. Are we gonna fight this guy? Yes. We are gonna fight the hunted heiress. This is so weird, because it's like the horror has already caught Jury, and now your classmate is wearing Jury's face, which, you know, the reconstructive Jury surgery was a success. So it's like, if I run away, are you just gonna take the Skinwalker Jury suit? Or, like, what's going on here, you know? I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna take 3 stamina and we're gonna kill you. We're gonna beat you to death with hammers. Actually, with the bonus, yeah, it's, I mean, 28, but we probably could have done something. I didn't realize it was gonna be 28, but, yeah, no, I think that, like, League of Legends, one of the biggest problems with League of Legends is that people just surrender way too quickly. And they have put a shit ton of power at the beginning of the game. So people are gonna, like, giga tilt immediately, right? The mentality problem, the mental game of the average League of Legends player is gonna get way worse. And then, to rub salt on the wound, the tier 3 boots are actually really strong. But also, like, the game is bugged, and, like, sometimes the other team gets the feat of strength as well anyways, because, I don't know. You gotta respect the cause and effect of League of Legends, you really do. Where it's like, the game just, I don't know. I need more time with the season, but, like, there's no way the Attican thing can be the same. And also, the stupid blood roses are also, like, insanely good for no reason, right? Like, just getting free adaptive force forever, getting free EXP forever. It's like, what the hell is going on? You know, it's like, I didn't even know what one of those roses looked like, because they spawn in the lanes, right? So the jungle, as a jungler, I barely saw any of them. But they're just like these tiny little red things, and if you click on them, you get a permanent buff for your entire team. It's like, what the hell is happening? Like, what are we doing here? And it's like they're more beneficial if your team is behind, but it's like it works for the team that's ahead, too. It doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, you implement comeback mechanics, but they work for the team that's ahead. And then also, what the hell is with the negative bounties, dude? This shit's insane. People are worth negative money? I still don't know if the negative bounty is like, it eats into the 300. Because, like, if you kill somebody, you get 300 gold, right? But if they have a negative bounty, do you get... I'm also convinced, by the way, that if you were fast enough, you could level up. Because you technically get the EXP for, like, a frame. So I feel like if you clicked that frame, like, if there was a way to, like, use keyboard hotkeys to level up or whatever, I feel like you could absolutely level up on, as the horror. But, yeah, no, the bounty system is insane. I think it's completely ridiculous. Does it, like, so if somebody has a minus 50 bounty, does that mean you get 250 gold for killing them, or you get 300 gold for killing them? Like, what the hell does that mean, dude? It's so bad. The game's washed right now, absolutely. The game is completely washed. They gotta, like, it's so bad that I genuinely think they have to rework, like, every new system that they released. Like, like, also, they have a lot of bug fixing to do, because you can kill the Nexus without killing the towers. I've seen that. I've seen the videos. You kill one tower, and then the Nexus is vulnerable, and then you can just kill the Nexus whenever you want to. It's so bad, dude. It's awful. Like, I genuinely believe this new update is so bad that it's like they are going to have to either rework or, like, heavily nerf these systems to the ground to the point where they don't do anything anymore. Right? Like, they either have to rework these systems or they have to make them so bad that they don't matter anymore. Because they're just so good. Like, they're either, like, game-breakingly stupid. Like, I think the Anakin respawn thing is the dumbest thing they've ever added into this game. And it's so annoying. It's, like, one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I was the one who had it. And I ran into 4 people just for fun. Right? Like, like, they were trying to contest us with Anakin. We killed Anakin. We killed one of them. There were 4 people left alive. I just ran into that jungle. I literally I wanted to see what it would do. I ran into the jungle. All 4 of them jumped on me. And then I get teleported back to spawn with no penalty. It's like, what the hell, man? Ugh. I don't even know what I don't know, Fear Festival or whatever. I'm tilted. I'm more tilted, like, thinking about it than, like, actually playing it, because I got the benefits in that game, but, like, it's so dumb, dude. And also, this makes it way, way, way worse. I just guessed. Way worse for new players. Because the thing is, if you're a new player in League of Legends, and this is the dumbest thing that I could possibly imagine, right? You just released Season 2 of Arcane. People are trying League of Legends for the first time. And so what do? Do you, A, make the early game experience insanely difficult and have a lot of macro and micro play that a new player has no hope of understanding, and one bad new player can grief their entire team, like giga grief their entire team, way more than they ever could before? Or do you slow the pace of the game down so a new player can actually learn the game, right? And make more of the impactful objectives into, like, the 20-plus minute mark? Well, Riot apparently thinks that it should be very easy for one player, a new player, to completely troll and grief the entire game for their entire team, because 2 of the 3 feats of strength are tied together. Like, oh my god. If you're, like, a new player in League of Legends and you go, like, mid or top or something, right? And you give first blood to the Darius. And then the Darius takes your tower because you can't possibly win against Darius. Congratulations, you've just lost the game for your team. Darius kills you once, gets first blood, Darius takes your tower, gets the first tower feat. It's over. God. Oh... It's so bad, dude. If only you knew how bad it really was. Like, I can't believe Riot Games sometimes, dude. Oh shit. Oh wait. I'm gonna do this. It might get us killed. I'm not paying attention. But I just wanted to handcuff the ultimate opportunist for the achievement. I just remembered that. I had a perfect opportunity to do it, so. I wasn't paying attention to our Doom, dude. I stopped caring about this run a while ago. I just keep thinking about the new season of League of Legends. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. It's so miserable. Achievement check at the end of the episode. Achievement check. 36 out of 96. 37.50%. Let's go, chat. I don't know. It's, defeat Kinoko Gatherer without any weapon. Did we do that? I don't remember doing that. It's, yeah, no, it's really bad, man. It's really bad. I really don't like how they've done the new season. I think it's like I think it's borderline. Like they have to rework how Anakin works. They have to rework the feats of strength, or at least or nerf them into the ground. Cause like getting one upgrade to your boots and then like making Teemo like I stepped on like a 2-item Teemo. I did not build a single magic resist item except for the upgraded boots, and it's like Teemo doesn't. I don't have to care about Teemo ever, right? Like you just couldn't touch me. It's too good, right? Like you already get like the upgraded magic resist, like it goes from like 15 MR to like 25 MR or something like that, and then you get the magic shield based on your health. It's like, okay, and it scales because it scales off of your health. Oh my god, dude, it's bad. I think it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad, chat. It's not good. Makes me all the more excited for, if we start doing, ranked with Plunger as, like, a content or, like, series. That'd be so funny, dude. This season sucks. Like, it's really bad. It's not good. This is gonna be a long season. They gotta rework this shit. It's really bad. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. And also, if you want to see something really funny, a Zap is a Never Surrender League of Legends guy, and he is having an absolute field day right now, alright? Azep, lol, very funny. And lol is in League of Legends, and not like laugh out loud. You know what I mean. Take care, be safe, bye-bye.